5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. When we transition over like that. Hey.
Hello. Hi, everybody.
Hello. Hi, Dr. Nick. So who we got? We got Joel with us. We got Ingledew.
The one and only Michael Ingledew.
Absolutely. So here we are. It's fighting fantasy time, folks. We didn't do one in March because, short month and we were...
MOD, PDM.
Absolutely, yeah. So, but we're back on. It's... there's Javier as well. Hi, Javier.
How do?
But it's now book 4. We're at 4th instalment. We've done the Citadel of Chaos, the Forest of Doom. What was the other one?
Citadel of Chaos, Forest of Doom, and the Firetop of...
Warlock of Firetop Mountain.
Firetop Mountain.
Yeah.
That's the one.
But there's... thanks, Joel. But a bit of a twist this time round because it's a science fiction themed fighting fantasy book. I know, that's exciting, isn't it? That's very exciting. So let me move the emotes Let me move the emotes to the front.
Starship Traveller.
Yeah, Starship Traveller. So I've made the borders.
Old that is.
I made the border today, science fiction themed.
You have, haven't you? It's like I'm on the Starship Enterprise.
Got a bit of space in the background, and this is obviously my pilot's console for piloting the Starship. I'm a bit concerned. My camera's drooping on the arm.
You got a droopy camera?
Yeah. I feel like it's dipping a bit. Keep an eye on that as the night goes on, guys. Oh, shit. Guess what?
What? I'm on mute.
iPad just disconnected.
Oh,
what's that all about?
Got a subscriber. Javier in the house for the subscribed with Prime.
Thank you, Javier. Appreciate you. You lovely, lovely man. You lovely, lovely man. So today Andy's going to be game mastering for us. And I will be playing the character, although from what I understand, it's not as simple as playing the character this time around.
No, it's a little bit more to it. Shall we dive in, or do you need to sort your iPad problems out?
I just unplugged it and plugged it back in, and it came back on. So
fair play.
Just hoping for the best.
Well, that is dive into section 1. Prepare for your mission.
Okay, let's get prepared for the mission.
There's quite a bit of writing, so sit back, relax, get your favourite beverage.
Pull up a comfy chair.
Rock. You are captain of the Starship Traveller, or the Starship Traveller.
Right, okay.
The ship itself is the pride of your Astro Navy. Its weapons and defense systems are the most technically advanced in the fleet, and its crew are first rate.
Yeah, they are.
Before you begin your voyage, you must determine the strengths and weaknesses of yourself as captain and your crew members.
Right,
the journey through the black hole will do some damage to the weapons and defense systems on your ship. To determine your starting characteristics, you will need 2 dice and a pencil to record scores on the adventure sheet. Before writing on the adventure sheet, you may wish to make photocopies for use in future adventures. It is
downloaded a PDF and printed it off.
Pretty sure there wasn't such things as PDFs back in 1980. When was it? 1983.
I'm running the blue and white Ministry of Dice today.
Very blingy.
What colours are you running?
I've got black and green.
Good choice.
Where was it? It is unlikely that you will find the way back to Earth in your first adventure. That's not very
No, thanks.
Very good. Unlike previous fantasy game books, you will not find rules for fighting alien creatures and ships here at the beginning of the book. Rules for ship to ship, hand to hand, and phaser, laser pistol, combat
Pew,
are
pew.
given in the text of the book to allow you to start playing with minimal delay. As you come across combat situations, you will refer to the sections describing the appropriate combat rules.
Right.
All you need to do here is roll dice to determine the initial scores on your adventure sheet. Okay,
I'm
so
ready.
that's fair enough. So we might be a little bit of extra explanation as and when that comes around.
Okay. Do I
Okay,
need to draw a map this time? Did it? It didn't recommend a map drawing, did it?
didn't, but we'll wait and see. Usually they've got some form of star map or something. Right. Let's get into the nuts and bolts.
Okay.
Your ship. Roll 1 die and add 6 to the roll.
Okay. 3. Making a total of 9.
Enter this total in the weapon strength section of your adventure sheet.
You got it.
When shooting at enemy ships, you will need to roll lower than this score to make a hit.
Right. Lower
Okay.
than that score.
Lower than that score.
Right, so it's decent-ish a 9, I suppose.
Yeah, not bad. Next thing is to roll 1 die and add 12 to the roll.
12. Right, okay. Rolled a 4.
Excellent. So that's 16.
16.
Enter this total in the shields section of your adventure sheet. When
You got
enemy ships hit you, you will lose points from this shield score. Your shields will weaken significantly after a few hits have been taken. If your ship is ever hit when your shield score is 0, your ship will be destroyed instantly.
Okay.
Oh dear. Okay, so
I like
that's your
the sound
ship.
of that. That's my ship. I need to name my ship, actually. Chat, give me some name suggestions for my starship. I'm going to rename it. I don't like Traveller.
Okay. You and your crew.
Oh.
Personnel will perform according to their skill and stamina scores.
Okay.
Their skill score reflects their abilities within their own profession, i.e., your science officer's skill with computers, your medical officer's skill as a doctor,
Yeah.
your security officer's combat ability, and your own leadership and decision-making skills as captain.
Okay.
Okay, on your adventure sheet, you will see entries for your key staff: captain, science officer, medical officer, security officer, and engineering officer, together with 2 security guards.
Yeah.
Repeat the following procedure for each in turn. And it is basically, I'll go through it all. So you roll a die and add 6 to it, and that's their skill. And you roll 2 dice and add 12 to the result, and that's their stamina.
Say that again, sorry.
So for each person, you roll a die and add 6 to it, and that's their skill.
Right.
And then you roll 2 dice and add 12 to it, and that's their stamina.
Right, okay. So I'm going to start with the ship's captain then. Dave.
Dave. Or Dave.
Dave's skill. 1 dice for skill.
1 dice for skill and add 6.
I've rolled a 5.
Nice.
So that's 11. And then 2 dice for the stamina.
Yep, add 12 to the without.
I've rolled 9. So 9 add 12 is 21. There we go.
So pretty good, captain. And then you do the same for science officer, medical officer, security officer, engineering officer, and both your security guards.
Okay, the ship's name is Booble Tube Banana.
Booble Tube Banana.
That was suggested by the lovely Joel. Thank you, Joel.
That's going to be interesting after a few beers.
Yeah, we'll take that one. So I'm going to move on to my science officer. My science officer is called Arnold. I've rolled a 5. So that's 11 again for skill on Arnold. Very capable science officer. And let's go for stamina's 2 dice, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I've rolled 9 again.
Ooh.
What do I add to it again?
12.
12. So 21 again. So the science officer and the captain are equally talented right now. Then on to my medical officer that I have named Boner.
Boner?
Yeah, because he fixes people's bones.
Fair.
Yeah. The BTB for short. Yeah, okay. The Booble Tube Banana, the BTB.
The BTB.
1.
Oh, he is not very skilled at being a
Boner
doctor.
is not a very good doc. And then stamina. I've rolled 9 again for stamina. Jesus. We've all got good stamina, but Boner's not a very good doctor. Then the engineering officer I've called Yankee.
Any reason?
Because he's from America.
Cool.
6.
Boom.
Full 12. I've got a very talented engineering officer.
Can I get it going any faster, Captain?
Oh, but only 4 on the stamina. So that puts him on 16. It's all those cheeseburgers, you see, and Dr. Peppers. It's made him a little bit weak.
Cheeseburger big.
The SSBTB. Right, on to Frank. He's the head security officer.
As in Frank Bruno?
As in Frank Castle.
Oh, okay.
5 again. So that's 11. And then let's go for his stamina. Oh, my security officer's not, doesn't have a great deal of stamina. 4 plus 12, 16. And then security guard 1, who I've named Bob.
Bob.
Yeah.
As in Agent of Hydra.
6. Bob's a pretty talented security guard.
Hey.
He's got his eye on Frank's job, you see. He's ambitious. 5, 6, 7, 8 plus the 12 puts his stamina at 20. And then finally John. Bob and John. Yeah. John's not very good at all. John's like the work experience, the youth training security guard. He's also got the stamina to match 15. Jesus, I can't see John lasting very long.
You must have a red shirt.
Yay! Love it. Right, there we go. So Captain Dave, Science Officer Arnold, Medical Officer Boner, Engineering Officer Yankee, Security Officer Frank, and then Frank's 2 guards, Bob and John. Done.
Excellent stuff. So you may now see how each crew member is likely to perform in his/her job. The higher the skill score, the better. Next is a small section on combat. Only security staff are skilled in combat. They will be your obvious choice in hand-to-hand or phaser fighting. Yeah. Non-security staff may fight, but their skill lies in other areas. If, by choice or through necessity, you wish a non-security crew member to fight an alien, you must deduct 3 points from his or her skill score during the battle. This rule applies to your science officer, medical officer, engineering officer only.
Yeah, it's got a little note on the sheet to remind me.
It does not apply to you as the ship's captain. Your own fighting skills are equal to your professional skills, as befits a true hero. Then we've got luck. Every true hero is the mercy of the forces of chance. You will find a luck box on your adventure sheet. Roll 1 dice, add 6 to the roll, and enter that as your luck score.
Okay. 3.
Lovely stuff. Call it acts of God, the Force, or whatever you will. Luck will play an important part in your adventure. The next section we've got in the little bit at the beginning is called Beaming Down onto Planets.
Oh, right. Okay.
When you arrive at a planet, you will be given some options. You'll be given the option of beaming down onto the surface. Okay. Sometimes only you will beam down, but often you will be instructed to choose 2 or 3 crew members to accompany you. When given this choice, you may choose only crew members listed on your adventure sheet. There are some other restrictions limiting your choice. See the losing an officer section below. Your science officer is a problem solver. Your medical officer is a doctor. Your engineering officer has a knowledge of mechanics and geology. And your security officer and guards are your fighters. Record your choices before you land on the planet, and remember that only those staff actually in the landing party will be able to act for you while on the surface.
Okay.
Restoring stamina. On some planets, you may become involved in fights and other situations which drain your stamina scores. There are 2 ways of restoring stamina. You may find a planet with superior medical technology able to restore stamina. Instructions will be given in the text. You may also restore 2 stamina points to each crew member listed on your adventure sheet every time you leave a planet. However, you may only gain the advantage of the medical treatment if you have the original medical officer. If he dies, you may not restore stamina in this way. Crew members' stamina scores may never exceed their initial value.
Okay.
Right. Losing an officer or security guard. If during your adventure, one of the officers or guards listed on your adventure sheet dies or is lost, you may cross him off your adventure sheet and he may play no further part in the adventure.
Okay.
His position is taken over by his assistant. You may determine the skill and stamina scores of his newly promoted assistant and then record them on your adventure sheet. The assistant's skill score is equal to the skill score of the lost officer minus 2 points, and the assistant is not as the assistant is not as skillful as the officer he replaces. The assistant's stamina score is determined in the normal way. 2 dice. Snap. At 12. So the newly promoted replacement. Oh,
you've got all funky.
Am I funky?
Yeah.
Am I funky in the chat?
Minecrafty. Just say that last bit again.
Can I take you to Funky Town?
You most certainly can. Play that funky music, white boy.
Am I back?
Yeah, you're back.
Sound. So the newly promoted replacement may not be beamed down onto the planet or used in the missions where you are instructed to choose a crew member. Being the last available candidate for his particular position, you cannot risk losing him. However, you may use him for routine duties, i.e. where no option is given in the text. A replacement medical officer may restore stamina to injured crew members on leaving planets, but at the reduced rate of 1 stamina point per planet. Right. Well, there we go.
I'm not sure I entirely followed all that, but okay.
Cool. Your adventure begins here.
Okay.
The scores you have recorded on your adventure sheet will be gives you an indication of the strengths and weaknesses of yourself, your crew, and your ship.
Okay.
You need know nothing of how these scores will come into play or will be explained as necessary in the adventure unfolds. In the adventure which follows, you are the captain of the SSBTB, lost in an unknown universe. Your own skill as a captain will determine whether you and your crew will ever see Earth again.
Oof.
You are about to be flung through a black hole into unknown space. Your only chance to return will be to find another suitable black hole and guide the ship through it back to your own universe.
Okay.
You are now ready to set off. Take your seat on the bridge and prepare yourself for the adventure ahead.
I'm prepared. I'm ready. Let's do this.
Are we ready in chat?
Just wait for the time delay.
Of course you are. Yeah, yes, baby.
Javier's ready.
Let's do it.
Let's go. Come on. Oh,
Panic.
Actually, just before we start. I was thinking, so every now and again, I might ask you guys to roll on. Let's go, Pikachu across the screen. I might ask you guys to roll on my behalf. So if I call out to one of you and ask you to roll, if you do exclamation D6 in the chat, it'll auto-generate a D6 roll for us.
How modern.
Yeah. Okay, now I'm ready. Now I've instructed chat about the dice rolling.
Happy days. Let's do it. Oh, excuse me. And again. Right.
You got it, Joel.
Panic! From your seat at the helm of the Starship SSBTB, you study the VDU anxiously.
Oof.
Engineering sections have reported an overdrive malfunction which has locked the warp engines at a 10% velocity again.
What?
You are watching the velocity indicator advance rapidly through the safe regions towards overload. You hit the communicator button and call engineering for further news. It's not good. The malfunction cannot be traced, and it will take another 13 minutes for a system check to provide a full analysis. You are heading towards the Celestian void, a known black hole. You may or may not avoid it, but your science officer has another plan. If you swing the ship through its immense gravitational pull, its gravity drag may help reduce your speed as you travel away from it. It's worth a try, but the navigational tuning will have to be precise.
Okay.
You swing the Starship hard to starboard as you enter the Celestian, I'm going to struggle with that word, gravitational field, and fasten your eyes on the velocity indicator. To your great relief, the plan seems to be working. The gain comes down from 10% to 5%, to 0, to minus 5%.
Okay.
Loud cheers come for the crew, but you are still watching the velocity indicator. It is now showing minus 15%, then minus 25%, and still falling. The ship is being sucked into the Celestian void.
Uh-oh.
You hit the red alert button and instruct all ship's personnel to strap themselves down. The ship begins to whine and shake as it rapidly accelerates towards the black hole. There is nothing you can do to avert the impending disaster.
No!
An almighty explosion rocks the ship, and all the crew, including you, lose consciousness as you turn to page 256.
Really? Turning page already? I've not even made a decision about anything.
256. Here we go. You and the other members of the crew are regaining consciousness.
Okay.
Again, you hit the communicator and call for systems damage reports. All systems appear to be intact until engineering reports that the warp drive engines are dead. You are floating in space, but your drive reactors should be operational in 20 to 30 minutes.
Right.
Your navigation officer is bewildered. He cannot identify your whereabouts, and the computer reports you are in uncharted space.
Right.
Your science officer has run an event analysis, and you appear to have gone through the black hole, through a dimension warp, and you are now in what seems to be a parallel universe. Ooh, crikey. After some delay, you regain warp drive. Long-range scans indicate 3 solar systems ahead, of which 2 may have intelligent life. Will you press on towards the life-bearing system ahead, turn to port towards the other life-bearing system, or turn to starboard towards the barren system?
Well, obviously one of the life-bearing systems. Let's turn to port and go to that one.
Okie doke, we're turning to ports.
Which way's port?
Opposite to starboard.
Which way's starboard?
Opposite to port. I don't know.
Do I need to keep a map? Because I'm conscious that I'm making turns.
Yeah, I would expect that may be worthwhile.
So, okay. Port and starboard.
Yeah. It's left and right. Starboard. Someone's got to know out there.
Yeah.
In Chatland.
I'm going to go to... So I'm going to port, aren't I? To life-bearing system.
Yes, you are.
Okay.
Let's go. You travel ahead at sub-warp speed to allow your sensors to scan for information. They picked up a small object several thousand kilometers ahead and traveling towards you. You continue cautiously. At 5 kilometers, it stops, and you do likewise. Sensor reports a Class D star cruiser, and you prepare yourself with shields up. A message comes in, and you transfer it to the screens. A reptilian face appears in a uniform of authority. As your translator tunes in, the alien message becomes clear. I am Commander Tel of the Imperial Ganzing Confederation. You are non-registered ship trespassing within Imperial territory. Identify yourself and state your purpose. What will your reply be? Identify yourself as he wishes. Run an info scan on the Imperial Ganzig Confederation, or open fire.
I'll identify myself as he asks. When looking forward towards the bow of a ship, port and starboard refer to the left and the right side. So I've gone left. Thank you, Javi.
Right. 281. You explain to the commander who you are and how you have come to be in his territory.
Hello.
He is suspicious. He claims you as a prisoner and says he will escort you back to his starbase where your story can be considered by his superiors.
Right.
He instructs you to prepare your transmatter unit to receive his first officer who will accompany you.
Okay.
Will you comply with his wishes or switch off the screens and activate phasers?
No, let's do it. Let's go with it. Javi says be nice to the poor reptile dude, so I'm going to be nice to him.
Okay. He's claiming he was a prisoner, though.
Yeah, but my story's straight. You know, I'm not lying to the guy.
All right.
So, I got lost. I fell into a black hole. What do you want me to do about it, reptile dude?
Yeah, it's not as if you'd find anyone hostile or...
No.
Anyway.
I ain't got no interest in your shitty empire. I just want to go home.
You leave the bridge and await the arrival of the Ganzigite in the transmatter unit. Within minutes, a body begins to materialize. The brown, scaly body of a reptilian being takes shapes in front of you. You move forward to welcome the new arrival, but the creature snarls at you and draws a weapon.
Oh.
Through your translator, the Ganzigite commands you to lead him straight to the computer room. The computer room. Was it like a secondary school in 1997?
Just rows of grey PCs with 2 foot deep monitors.
Swirly tape things. Let's have a look. Through your translator, blah, 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 blah. You're a little suspicious of this intruder.
I mean, if he just wants the Wi-Fi code, he needs to ask, that's all.
Take him to the computer room as he wishes. Attempt to sidetrack him by taking him to a lower deck. Leap on him and try and overpower him.
Oh, my word. This book is very aggressive. It seems to be very determined to have me
fight the big brown
lizard. Beat the shit out of the reptile dude, yeah, which I'm starting to think that maybe Ian Livingston's got something against reptile people. It's a bit lizardist.
That's a scandal waiting to happen. It's going to hit Twitch. Twitter.
Any minute now, yeah. So I'll try and sidetrack him for a bit. I don't like the idea of him poking around in my computers. Plus, he didn't ask very nicely.
No, he didn't, did he? Maybe he's going to tell you that you've got an Amazon charge of £300. Press 1 now. Right. So you engage the Ganzigite in conversation and give him a conducted tour of the ship, stalling for time. You show him the cargo hold, shuttle dock, recreation area, and science laboratories. In the
table tennis.
Yeah. In the animal behavior lab, the alien shrieks as it sees an eagle chained to a perch. You deduct that. Why have you got an eagle chained to a perch on your spaceship?
Because I'm the captain and I'm into eagles. What do you want from it? It's probably Yankees.
Isn't it? It's like a pirate.
Bald eagle. Yankees got a bald eagle in his...
You deduct that on the Ganzigite's world, similar creatures are deadly enemies. So, will you ignore the incident and continue the tour via the computer room, release the eagle, make use of the distraction to capture the alien?
No, let's not antagonize him with the eagle. We'll just carry on our random tour.
No, so it's either continue the tour via the computer room, so you're taking him to the computer room, release the eagle, or make use of the distraction to capture him.
Yeah, Javier, like me, is equally concerned about the dude going to my computer room and stealing my copies of Windows 3.1. Which I think is reasonable. As we all know, starships in the fleet all run off Windows 3.1.
Do.
Go on, let's take it to the computer room. He might just be trying to corroborate our story for the moment. Let's just see.
Trusting.
Yeah. This is what happened last time. I was too trusting.
All right. 26. In the computer room, the Ganzigite instructs you to leave him alone. Return to the bridge and continue following his own ship. He inserts a small modem into the computer access port to read its memory and transmits the information back aboard the Star Cruiser. From now on, you will be at a disadvantage in any encounters with Ganzigites, as they know your weapons and defenses. Deduct 2 points from your ship's weapon strength and shield scores in any future battles with this race.
Fuck's sake.
Your science officer, see, only with them, no one else, but with them. Your science officer has informed you of what the alien is doing. Will you take no action until you reach Ganzig Starbase, or make plans to capture the intruder?
I'm going to make plans to capture the intruder because the book obviously wants me to do that. And I've been nice, and now he's fucked with my computer, so fuck him.
Okay. While with you are your science, security, and engineering officers. You may command any one of these to try and overpower the Ganzigite, or you may tackle him yourself. Decide who will take on the alien and turn to that match.
Who's with me?
Science, security, and engineering. Or you.
Or me. I'll do it.
You'll do it.
Yeah, I've got the highest stamina for if it backfires.
Right, 3. 330. The Ganzigite reacts quickly, pressing a button on his belt. Your chosen staff member leaps forward, only to be flung back against the wall by an invisible force field the alien has created around himself. Deduct 1 point from your staff member's skill and 2 points from his stamina.
What the hell?
The alien warns you not to try such foolish ploys and demands to be taken to the bridge whilst you follow his ship to the Ganzig starbase. Reluctantly, you agree. So basically, he led you down that path multiple times just to kind of laugh at you.
Yeah, it appears to be the case. He's asserting his dominance. This is like kind of lizard brain type stuff. You know what I mean?
2000 IQ lizard.
Yeah.
Cool. So after several hours of sublight travel, you reach the Ganzigite starbase. It is a huge donut-shaped structure slowly rotating in space. You are instructed to hold the SSBTB in orbit and beam down to meet the Imperial High Commander.
Okay.
Your encounter with the commander is enlightening. He realizes you are indeed lost in space and that the interests of his own security, he wishes you to find your way back home to your own universe. This you will only be able to do by returning through a space warp created by a black hole.
Right.
The timing and location will be critical.
Mm-hmm.
He cannot provide any more useful information, but is sure that other planets may be able to help you, suggesting that you explore this galaxy for the correct time and location coordinates. For your part, you feed him with information about your own galaxy. He is disturbed by your ship's offensive weapons, but agrees to release you if he may instruct a subroutine into your targeting tracking program, so that you will never be able to fire on Imperial Ganzig Federation ships, during the rest of your voyage. You agree, and from now on you will not be able to fire phasers at these ships. Make a note of this.
Making a note.
You beam back to your ship and plan to search for the time and location coordinates.
So, after his first officer guy was like douchebagged all over my ship, I'm now like my first encounter, I'm entirely weakened against. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah.
Fucking hate these books.
You probe ahead into space with your long-range scanners. On the fringe of your scan radius to port is a small star with an orbiting solar system, which you may head for. Otherwise, you may increase speed to warp and head off into deep space.
Let's go check out this other system.
Cool beans. That's
Where was that?
180.
I'm trying to keep a map here, but I don't think that gave me much.
Port.
Port again?
Yeah.
But I've just travelled for many hours at sublight speed. What direction did that go in?
I don't know.
Okay.
As you approach the small star, your scanners pick up 2 planets in orbit. One is a large red planet, which you may approach by turning to page 258. The other planet is dull blue, and you may approach this one. So do you want to go to the red planet or the blue planet? Oh, it's where the Matrix got their idea from.
Which pill? I will go to the blue planet, please, my friend.
And you may do. That we're going to number 86. You increase speed towards a dull blue planet and start to orbit it. Short-range scanners indicate that it is a life-bearing planet. The most heavily populated area appears to be a city in the center of a large island. You may beam down to the center of this city, taking any other 3 crew members from the adventure sheet with you, or you may leave orbit and continue onwards.
Well, obviously, I've got to beam down.
Yeah, right.
What would be the point of it otherwise? So I've got to choose someone to take with me now, have I?
Yeah, so 3 of them. 3 of them.
So me. Let's take Science Officer Arnold. Let's have a good fighter. Let's take Security Guard Bob. And let's take... If Boner dies, then I can't heal when I go back up, can I?
Well, his replacement will heal, but it won't be 2 points. It'll just be 1.
Right, let's take Arnold, the Science Officer, then. So it's me, Arnold, and Bob. 3, yeah.
I think you can take 3, so you can take someone
in addition to myself.
Yeah.
All right, Yankee could come along as well. He's got a skill 12.
You materialize on the planet's surface and look around. You're in a wide street of some kind, which is completely deserted. Buildings of sorts line the streets, and behind you a large building stands at the entrance of the road. The buildings are strange structures. They are a multitude of shapes and sizes, and all look incomplete. You may either continue down the road looking for signs of life, approach the large building behind you, or try one of the smaller buildings.
Let's go for the big one. Go big
The
one.
large building behind you, 73. Steps lead up to the large building. An inscription on the door indicates that it is a building of some importance. You knock, but there is no reply, although you can hear excited chatter coming from within. You try the door, it opens, and you step into a large entrance hallway. Several pairs of aliens of a variety of shapes and sizes cross the corridor in front of you, traveling purposely from room to room and arguing excitingly with each other. A mysterious creature dressed in a shabby blue robes notices you and shuffles over. Its face cannot be seen, but its eyes shine bright blue at you. It speaks, and your translator interprets. Ah, you look interesting. Where do you think the new medicine house should go? You explain that you are new to these parts and that you would like to meet some person of authority. The alien laughs. No one has authority here, my friend. We are all equal. Come, let me show you round. He offers to take you to the main meeting hall or on a general tour.
Sounds good. Yeah, let's do it.
To the main meeting hall.
I meant, the main meeting hall.
Or on a general tour.
No, actually, I'm changing my mind. Let's have the general tour.
The general tour. Your guide, who is called Fioral, shows you from room to room, explaining the planet. Our gods are freedom and equality, says the little creature. This is an extremely pleasant planet to live on, and it welcomes settlers of all types. Everyone is entirely equal, whether they have lived here all their lives or have just arrived. Everyone may also do anything they like here. We have no need for laws. He shows you round and the records office, planning area, and rooms of state. On the way back
bring Boner
to the debating chamber, you pass the guard room. You ask why, if there are no laws, they have the need for guards. Fioral stops and explains, guards do not guard things. We do not need to protect things. It's just that some members of our community get pleasure out of attacking others, and of course, they are free to do so as they wish. But in fairness to the rest of the population, they dress up in uniforms and call themselves guards, so as to warn others that they must be on guard when a guard passes. Do you understand?
Yep, I do.
While you are considering this, however, 3 of these guards have left their room and crept up behind you. They leap on your backs and wrestle with you. Fiorel backs away. Okay, right. So we've got the first guard, the second guard, and the third guard. And it says, although it says it will come up, the rules will come up when you need it, it then says the full rules of hand-to-hand combat, turn to page 342. So it's not, it's in a different section, any3. It's just at the back and not the fucking front.
Yeah, okay.
Right. Note the number we reference you just come for. You'll need to go back to there. Combat is simultaneous. Non-weapon fighting is a series of clashes in which one combatant will do damage. I think it's the same. Roll 2 dice. Add the alien skill score to the roll. The resulting total is the attack set. You roll 2 and add your skill, and that's your attack. If the alien's attack is higher than you, it inflicts damage on you. If you're higher than you, inflict damage on him. If it's the same damage, if you damage an alien, deduct 2 points from its stamina score. If it damages you, deduct 2 points. Start the next round.
Okay.
Okay. So if 2 or more crew or aliens are attacking a single opponent, you must treat this as a normal battle with an extra attack. Decide who your normal battle will take place between and resolve this attack round the normal way. Then throw dice to determine the attackers. You have to... Okay, it's cool. So they all fight individually. So you've got 4 of you.
Yeah.
But I suppose, you all kind of have to fight, don't you?
Well, we've all got an alien on our back right now.
Innit? So, right, first guard is... So you got first guard. His skill is 8 and his stamina is 10. The second guard is skill 7, stamina 9. And the third guard is skill 7 and stamina 10.
So how do I decide which of the 4 of us they're attacking?
Well, that's a good question. I skim read that bit. I didn't think it was important. If a hand-to-hand conversation has an odd number, the sides are not equal, you'll have to determine who attacks who. Everyone must fight an opponent, but if, for example, 3 of you fight 4 aliens, there will be 1 alien left over. You must decide, and you must dice to decide who the spare alien attacks. Okay, that's if the alien is more crew members than aliens. You also may decide which of the alien your spare crew member fights. If 2 or more crew or aliens are attacking a single opponent, you treat it separate. All right, cool. So you can choose.
Yeah, so it's like the 4th one's just sort of dived in the fray and tried to pull someone off your back or whatever.
Give them a bit of slaps.
All right, well, I suppose I'll start with security guard Bob.
Okie doke.
Who has a skill of 12. So what am I doing? Rolling and adding what?
You roll 2 dice, add your skill. Yep. I roll 2 dice and add my skill.
Right.
And whoever's higher does 2 damage to the opponent. So let's start off. So I got...
Come on, Bob.
1, 2, and 3.
I've rolled 5, 6, 7, 8.
10, 9,
10. 20 I've got.
Bloody hell. Right, so he's skill 8 plus 3. So he takes 2 damage.
How much defense has he got?
He's got 10. So he's down to 8.
Okay. Ooh, 18 this time.
He's 3 again, so that is 11 again. 6.
5, 12, 17.
13. 2 more good slaps, and this guy's gone.
Oh, 20.
Oh, that's annoying because this guy's got 9 plus 8, 17, but he still gets splattered. This to kill off the security guard.
Oh, 20. Oh, wait. 12. Skill 12. 12 plus 11. 23.
14. So Bob has successfully seen off the first guard.
Yeah, out of it.
Right.
Okay. I'll do the next one. Captain Dave.
He's coming up against the second security guard.
Yeah. 4, 5, 6, 7. 17 for me.
Oh, 17 for him.
Oof. That's not as good. 15 for me.
It is 11. So he's taking a smack.
Fair enough.
7.
Oh, 20.
14.
Yeah, get out of it.
Oh, that's a good one.
4, 5, 6, 7. 17 for me.
7 plus 18.
Oh, what? So I take 2, yeah?
Take 2.
Okay.
Let's go again.
18.
18.
Bloody hell.
14.
18 again.
Right. So 2 more hits will get this guy done.
Oh, that's not a great roll. 15.
6 plus 7. 15.
Oh, I'm 15.
Well, slaps each other. Handbags. Oh, 17.
19.
Right, he's on his last life.
Oh, go on, get out of it. Oh, that's a bad roll. 13.
14.
Bloody
Take
hell.
2 more slaps.
Come on, Captain Dave. You're supposed to be leading from the front.
14 again.
17.
He's dead. Now, it said something that your other officers that aren't security officers, they
Get -3, yeah.
-3.
So, Yankee or Arnold it is now. Let's go for Yankee.
Yankee. Okay.
It's a -3, so that's actually a 9. Hang on, let me write that in the box next to it.
16.
9, 10, 11, 17.
Ho, lucky bugger. Right. He's got... Oh, shit. 11.
6 plus 9. Hang on, 6, 7, 8, 9 plus 9, 18.
Nice. It's not doing too bad, Arnold.
It is. It's like a...
Yeah, 12.
9, 18 again.
Taking off the 3?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Bloody hell, he's hard as nails then. He's better than your security officer.
He's got 9, but I've been rolling good.
14.
6, 7, 8 plus 9, 17.
1 more hit and he's done for. 6,
9, 15.
7, 8, 9, 15.
No.
Was that? What did you get?
15.
And I got 15. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
8 plus 7. 15.
9 plus 4, 5, 6, 7 is 16.
Wah, 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 wah.
Wah, wah. Take that, cheeky guards, sleeping on my back.
Wankers. If you defeat the guards, as if there was any doubt, turn to 150. Furiel steps back out of the shadows and approaches you. He seems not to be at the least bit surprised by the scuffle. You ask why the guards attacked. Oh, for no reason, he says. They are free to do anything they like. You may now ask to be shown either the debating chamber or the travel and maps room, or you can leave the building and beam back to your ship.
Travel and maps room, please.
That seems to be the logical choice. Wonder why it's fed it in such a logical way. Ooh, the travel and maps room is in a state of chaos.
Oh,
Books and
God.
charts lie all over the floor and the various tables in the room.
Typical.
A small, withered alien with a large head, blue skin, and long fingers is asleep in one corner, but wakes as you enter.
Right. Good.
You ask first for maps of the planet, but he can learn little from them.
What?
But can learn little from. I put a word in. But can learn little from them. While you wonder whether any of the star charts will be of use, the little man finds a large map and allows you to study it. Apparently, you are in a solar system around the sun Magnus. Apart from this one, there is only one other life-bearing planet in the system called Trax, orbiting Magnus a little further out. Trax was recently devastated by war, and many of the inhabitants left to settle on this planet. Oh my god, beer's already hitting me. The other two nearest planets, although light years away, are Kulmatter, orbiting a purple sun, and Macommon, orbiting a double star. No black holes are to be found on the charts. You thank the creature for your help and leave the building, bidding goodbye to Fiorel as you leave. Outside, you beam back to the ship. Turn to 290.
Oh, right. So when I beam back to the ship, do I get some stamina back on Dave?
Yeah, anyone who lost it, you can add 2.
Add 2. So Dave's back up to 17 now. Although Captain Dave's not doing so great, really, overall.
No, he's not as good as his science officer.
Captain. Yeah. No, security guard Bob seems to be on the job as well.
Yeah. Back on the bridge, you set coordinates for your next journey. Another life-bearing planet orbits the same sun a little further out, and you may visit this next. Or you may head further outwards towards a purple sun some light years away.
Now let's go. Right, Trax is all like war-torn and stuff, did they say?
Yeah.
Let's go to the purple sun then and check out, what was it, Kulmatter?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
44.
I'm not sure that Trax will have had its infrastructure redeveloped to the point where they'll have a map room like Magnus.
Approaching the purple star, your scanners indicate that the second planet has an atmosphere ideal for life. You drop into orbit around this planet and scan the surface. There are strong indications of intelligent activity. Indeed, it is likely that the planet's civilization is further advanced than your own. You may either beam down to the planet or press onwards.
I'm going to beam down. Let's see if these dudes have got some maps.
Yeah, 171. You try an all-frequency broadcast several times, but receive no message in reply. Selecting one officer and a security guard from your adventure sheet, you enter the transmatter unit and beam down to the surface.
All right. Well, I'm going to take Yankee with me because he kicked ass on Magnus, and let's take security guard Bob because he's hard.
He is hard.
Yeah.
You materialize in a deserted street. There's always deserted, aren't they? Yeah. Tall buildings on one side tower over you, whilst on the other side of the street, the buildings are small. Perhaps these are private dwellings. The architecture is alien, but there's no life of any kind that can be seen. In the distance ahead of you down the road, you can hear a whirring sound. Soon, you can see a strange vehicle which seems to be heading towards you. It is a hover car of some kind, and it's moving slowly. Mm. As you decide what to do, your translator picks up a sound. Over here, quick! You look around and see a man-sized, somewhat insect-shaped creature beckoning you into one of the small buildings. Will you follow him in, or ignore him and wait for the vehicle to approach?
That's a tough one, isn't it? Traditionally, like in movies and stuff, if someone says, quick over here, that when a car's coming, it's a good thing. Like they're trying to save your life.
Yeah.
So let's go with the insects trying to save me.
You follow him.
Yeah.
Okay. You run off the road and follow him into the building. Just in time, he explains. You don't want the PCs to find you in the street, do you? You have no idea what he's talking about.
The PCs, police constables.
He in turn produces a ball gag and leather chaps. Not really.
Just your wishful thinking.
You have no idea what he's talking about. You explain that you're not from this planet. He's on his guard. You reassure him that you mean no harm, you just want information which may help you get home, and he calms down. You are on the planet's Kulmatter, he informs you. The PCs you have just escaped from are the population controllers. On this planet, no one dies, but as the population increases, it is necessary to exterminate some of us to make room for others.
Wow.
The PCs have the authority to examine anyone they like within certain quota limits, or exterminate anyone they like within certain quota limits without reason.
What
They
a lovely
would
place.
certainly have killed you had they caught you outside after curfew hours. Suddenly, the door crashes open and 3 creatures in armoured uniform step in. I thought I saw them enter this building, the leader declares. Outside, he orders. Your host protests that you are aliens and did not know about the curfew laws, but the PC leader points a finger and an electric blue ray burns through his chest. You decide it would be prudent to follow the PCs outside.
Yeah. So he's just murdered this guy in front of me.
Yeah.
Or population controlled him, as they would put it.
Done it. Well,
this is dark.
it is dark, isn't it? How long do you reckon he's lived, though? Little insect man hiding in his hole. Probably done him a favour.
Probably not that long. They don't have long lifespans, do they, insects?
Oh. Good daddy long legs or something.
Oh. He's just trying to help us out. I feel bad for him now.
Oh, well, you killed him. You explain that you are from another planet and therefore know nothing about their curfew laws. It is illegal to be outside after curfew, says their leader. The penalty is extermination. Enter this vehicle.
No, I don't think so.
Will you enter as they wish, draw your phasers and fire, or pretend to comply with their wishes and take them by surprise?
Oh, the third one. Let's do the third one.
So pretend to comply with their wishes and take them by surprise.
Yeah, totally. Yankee is going to strip off as a distraction.
You walk up to the entrance door as if to climb into the vehicle. As you pass by the aliens, you signal to the others that the 3 of you spring on them. The 3 of you spring on them. This proves to be rather fruitless exercise, as the 3 creatures are immensely strong. They fling you to the ground, but as you fall, you manage to grab the helmet off one of the aliens. It stops dead in its tracks in a very artificial pose, as if some switch had been suddenly turned off. The leader grabs the helmet and replaces it on his colleague, who instantly springs back to life. You realise you will be no match for these creatures and climb into their vehicles as you are ordered. But your discovery may prove a useful clue into helping to escape from the PCs, as they call themselves. If you proceed along certain ways, you will be called upon to make a skill roll. Your knowledge makes it likely you will make the right move, so you may deduct 2 from your roll when rolling against skill, which is marked skill burst. This will make more sense at the time. Okay, thanks.
I hope so.
So you may deduct 2 from your skill roll when it comes to something that will make more sense at the time.
Well, presumably I'm going to try and knock their helmets off.
Well done, Steve Jackson. That made it nice and easy to remember. 317. 317. As you enter the vehicle, it rocks from side to side. Your captors climb in and start the hover engine, swinging the car around the way it came. You travel for half an hour or so and finally stop outside a large, round building. Other similar cars have stopped there as well, and numerous aliens are being led into the building. You are taken inside and put into a room which is evidently a cell of some kind, along with 4 aliens. They seem resigned to the fact that they are about to be exterminated as part of a population control program. You cannot understand why they are so unemotional about their impending death. One of that uniformed creature calls for your party. You will have to act quickly. Will you try to fight your way out, try to contact the ship, or try to arrange to see someone in authority?
I don't know. What do you think, chat? Anyone got any ideas? I think that if I tried to get them to contact someone in authority, they'd just tell me to fuck off.
I think fighting again is probably going to be...
Well, they said they were really strong, didn't it? Unless I can knock their helmets off. So, but I don't really want to go with them and get, like, you know...
Killed it.
It's like Toy Story 4 getting chucked in the incinerator. Let's chance a hand and say, don't you know who I am? I'm Captain Dave of the SS Booble Tube Banana. Can we sort something out here, please? This is not good for intergalactic relations.
So you want to see someone in authority?
Yeah, let's see what they say. I'm just
Captain,
maybe buying time.
Do you know who I am?
Yeah.
Do you know who I am? I'm Andy fucking England, mate. Take me to your leader, bitch.
UK National Champion 2017. Unless you check the win.
Never trust the win system. You know that. You make your request, but the alien merely shoves you forward. This is not possible, it replies. You are to be taken to extermination chamber. Or
what about due process? I want some due process here.
You may try to overpower it while you are alone, or you may follow it to see what will happen to you next. Well, you fucking know what's going to happen to you next.
I'm going to try and overpower it, I think, at this point.
Right.
We know knocking helmets off is a good thing to do.
We do.
So let's try that.
Okay. As you follow the armoured guard through a long tunnel, you seize your opportunity and spring. The creature is extremely strong, but your numbers may give you the upper hand. For hand-to-hand combat rules, turn to 3-4-2, but remember this record here afterwards. The guard will attack twice in a turn. So if there are 3 of you attacking, you must decide to see which of you does not get attacked. So I'm guessing that's each turn. If 2 of you are attacking, well done. The guard will attack twice in a turn. So if 3 of you attack, you must decide to see which of you does not get attacked. I'll reread that attacky bit in a minute. If 2 of you are attacking, it will attack each of you. And if you are attacking on your own, it will attack you twice. You get 1 roll for attack strength. It gets 2. If both its rolls for attack strength are higher than yours, it does double damage. Okay, it's got a skill of a lemon. A lemon.
He's got the skill of a lemon. Well, this should be easy then. Are you on a cerveza? Are you looking for a lemon slice for the top of your beer?
Yeah. Right. Let's have a look. So last time you outnumbered them, but this time they outnumbered you, but now you outnumber them.
Yeah, there's 3 to 1. Is this?
Yeah. 3, 4, 2. I hate the fact that it says, don't worry about combat, you just need to get into it. And then it goes, right, now you can fucking read the combat bit at the back.
Yeah.
Have to determine who attacks who. Everyone must fight an opponent. But if, for example, 3 of you fight 4 aliens, there'll be 1 alien left over, and you must decide who the spare alien attacks. You do this by rolling a die for each party. The highest roll attack the space. More crew members than aliens. After you have already killed an alien in battle, you yourself may decide which of the aliens your spare crew members fights. Right, I'm going to read through these rules again because we might not be doing it right.
Okay.
So,
while you're doing that, I will read the viewers a Star Wars joke.
Okay.
A stormtrooper walks into a medical centre. He takes off his helmet and has a Yogan fruit stuck in one ear, a Nerf stake stuck in the other, and a grape up his nose. I don't feel well, he says. I can see the problem, says the medical droid. You're not eating properly. What do you call a pirate astromech? R2. How did Yoda know Luke Skywalker had a new haircut? He felt a trimmer in the Force. Did you know Ray is reading a book about force levitation? She can't put it down.
Right.
You on it?
Yeah, so basically, what happens is in this instant, this guy basically attacks, counts as like 2, doesn't he? Because he's attacking twice.
Okay.
Okay, so if we ignore that for a moment, if it's just one dude and 3 of you are ganging up on him, what you would do is you'd roll once for him. So I'd roll once for him, and he'd have that score of 11 plus 5, so 16. I wouldn't roll again. You then roll the initial combat and attack him, and then the extra guys just basically put a boot in as well. So you would roll, compare it against the initial roll. If it's higher, it does damage. If it's lower, he doesn't take any damage because he's already kind of lashed out at your captain.
Okay.
So you do your first fight as normal, then the other guys roll, compare against the original, and either do additional damage or don't do any damage.
Okay. Well, I'm going to put Bob up first, being the security guard. That's kind of his job.
So I think we have to do all the characters at the same time.
Oh, right. Okay.
Okay, so... all right, so let's do Bob. Okay. All right, Bob against him first.
Yeah. Ooh, Bob!
Looking at 15.
15. I'm on 15.
All right, so they bounce with each other. Then who's going to fight him next or kick him?
Yankee's going to have a crack because he's defending his captain.
5, 6, 8. So that's 19.
No, Yankee's only rolled 15.
Okay, so 2 damage to Yankee. And then as captain, you get to give him a kick in.
Right, let's give him a kick in then. Ooh, and the captain does. That's like 19.
Which is 5, 6, 7, 8. Not same again, so that's a draw.
What?
Because I got 19.
Fucking security guard.
He's hardcore, isn't he? Right. So let's give Bob another go.
Yeah, come on, Bob. Bob's roll 12
21
plus 9, 21.
Fucking hell. Okay. Bounce off each other again.
Yankee. Come on, Yankee. 5, 6, 7, 8.
20.
17.
Yankee takes another 2.
God, I might be going the way of the dodo here already.
And then you get another kick in with the captain.
Right, come on, Captain Dave. Come on, Captain Dave. Ooh, Captain Dave's done a good roll, but it's not good enough. 19.
Oh, no extra damage. Right. Bob again.
Crikey, O'Reilly. Come on, Bob.
4, 5.
Shit. 15.
So 16. Bob's going to die.
No, Bob's doing all right. It's Yankee who's getting the kick in.
All right, it might be worth reading this bit. If the battle is going badly, you may surrender, but only if you or one of your companions has been reduced to less than 4 stamina points.
No, well, I'm not there yet.
Oh, cool. Right, so
Right,
this is
come on,
Yankee.
Yankee is 17.
6, 7 plus 1, 18.
Fuck's sake.
Then your captain gets to slide in with a boot.
Can I not use this knowledge of helmet knocking off thing in any way?
No, it'll tell us when we need to.
Well, that sucks. 18.
5, 6, 7, 8, 18. That's what I've got.
These guys are hardcore.
Bob again.
Yeah, I mean, Bob's literally got the highest roll I could have possibly got when I generated my stats.
14.
15.
Hey.
Take that.
Started it.
Filthy
Yankee.
guard. Come on, Yankee. Oh, that's a good one. 9, 18.
14 again. Takes him down to 10. And then your captain gets a boot in against 14
Come on,
as
Captain
well.
Dave. 14 exactly.
Ooh, that's a shame.
Yeah.
Right.
That goes.
Bob.
Right, Bob. Got some big rolls out here.
16 I've got.
9 plus 12. 21.
Nice.
That's it. Bob was just warming up. His muscles were a bit,
Yeah. Yankee.
Yankee. It's decent, but not
So
decent enough.
18.
15. Ah. Yankee's feeling it. He's not doing so good. And then 10, 16, 17, 18, 19. 18,
Nice.
sorry.
18. 5,
Yeah.
6, 7. Yeah, same. Bounce off each other.
Yowza. 18.
4, 15. And a 6.
Come on, Yankee. Time to shine. Time to shine, Yankee.
Oh, this is not good.
Yankee's got
15.
15. Oof.
But then Captain hopefully can get over 15.
Come on, Dave. Come on, Dave.
Come on, bud.
Fucking hell, 13.
Oh, well, he doesn't take any damage. But
No, but still.
All right, Bob.
Bob, come on, Bob. Do your job.
Ooh,
Oh, that's a good roll.
Shat.
12,
14.
18, 23.
Nice. Right, 2 more hits he needs.
Come on, Yankee. Come on, Yankee. Oh, that's decent for Yankee.
16.
17.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right, so your captain just needs to get set.
Come on, Dave. Just give him a
or
kick in
more.
while he's down. Oh, 10, 20.
That does it. Bom, bom, bom. So if you defeat the guards, turn to 160. That was quite rough, wasn't it?
That was quite rough. It doesn't bode well. This is like the first proper fight I've had. Oh, no, second.
3-on-1 as well. You head to the center of the complex, dodging around the corridors so as to avoid the creatures. You try your communicator several times to reach the ship, but someone is jamming the signal. You pass one room in which the walls are covered with electronic equipment. Perhaps this is the transmission room, transmitting the signal which is blocking your own signal to the ship. 2 aliens sit inside, but your attempts to contact the ship on your communicators have turned them into statues. Entering the room, you play with the controls until eventually a signal comes back through your communicator from your ship.
Hey.
You give the order to beam up straight away. It will take several seconds to fix on your exact coordinates, and whilst you wait, you remove one of the alien's helmets. Inside the helmet, the creature's head is a mass of electronic circuitry. You had been captured by androids. You keep the helmet for investigation on the ship, and moments later, the transmatter beam locks on and takes you up. 269.
Ooh, maybe we can come back down and liberate the poor population control people of Cull Matter. Yeah.
Okie doke. Leaving orbit. So you leave.
Wait a minute. I can do some.
Add 2.
Health. Yeah. Let me just do my health increases. So Captain Dave is back up to 19. Yankee's back up to 10. Yankee took a bit of a beating in that last one. And security Bob is back up to 20. Okay.
Okie doke. Leaving orbit, you scan space ahead of you. There is a planet ahead, some 3.6 light years away, which may support life. You enter warp speed and head towards it. The electronics lab reports that the helmet you brought back was indeed an advanced piece of work. With few adjustments, they will be able to prepare it so that when you wear it, you may increase your skill by 1 point. This will undoubtedly be useful.
Undoubtedly.
Undoubtedly.
Can we take a break?
Yeah.
I just need a quick wee break.
No probs.
I'll do a 30-second ad.
That's a good idea.
Everyone sit tight while Chris goes for a wee and watch an ad.
Ad time. Unfortunately, the adverts are a bit hit and miss, so we're not entirely sure whether they are going to work or not. So you might still be seeing me, or you might be seeing an advert. Who can say? Who knows? If you are still with me, thank you very much. So far, we have journeyed to a different galaxy, a different dimension, if you will, and met loads and loads of proper weird things. I wonder if adverts are rolling. If you are seeing an advert, why don't you let us know? Did it inspire you to buy it? Ooh. Ba ba Still talking on my thing, so I don't know how much of a time delay there is. It seems to be quite a long time delay. Bum, 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 ba-da-ba-bum. Ba-da-ba-bum-bum. Hey Jude. Adverts should turn up in a minute on my Twitch feed, but they don't. Anyone in chat still?
I have returned.
Hola.
I may or may not have found myself a big jar of Fizzy-Cola bottles.
Oh, nice.
Everyone say hello to the hashtag competitive wife. You can't see her, she's off camera, but she's...
Hola.
What are you saying, love? Say hello to everyone.
Hello.
They can't see you.
I said Fizzy-Cola bottles and wine.
Yeah, it's a good mix, Fizzy-Cola bottles and red wine. It's very classy. I'm just going to tip a couple out there and then put the lid back on. Otherwise it will go very wrong.
Right.
Okay, so I'm back. Where were we up to? What was going down?
Let's have a look. So you engaged your warp drives towards a different planet.
Oh, yes, that's right.
You approach a medium-sized blue-green planet and take up orbit position.
We found
Scanning the
Earth
planet-
already.
Yeah, the planet's surface reveals several clusters of intelligent life forms. You try to contact them, but nothing comes up on the radio. Will you beam down onto the planet to investigate, or leave orbit and continue onwards? If you beam down, you may take 3 crew members with the adventure sheet with you.
Yeah, I'm going to beam down.
Yeah. Who are you going to take?
Bob, Frank, and Arnold.
Oh, hello. These chaps don't look nice. But then you can't judge a book by its cover, can you?
Nope,
You
absolutely
land
not.
on the planet and take a look around. A thunderstorm is raging around you and it is pouring with rain. You are standing on a rocky ground about 100 meters from what appears to be a village of some kind. 3 aliens, presumably villagers, are shuffling around about halfway to the village, but as you appear, they are startled and turn to face you. They are strange, podgy creatures with long necks and stumpy legs. One of the aliens turns and waddles off back to the village at what must be a running pace. The other 2 are advancing towards you with weapons, long pointed sticks, drawn.
Oh, whatever.
Will you wait for them to arrive, walk towards them to meet them, or make a dash for the village?
I walk towards them. I'm going to try and, calm down.
They hold their ground and ready their weapons. They shout at you, and through your translator, you hear that they are telling you to remain where you are. You may obey them and wait for them to reach you, or continue if you wish to continue.
No, I'll wait for them to get here.
Wait for them to reach you. 115 is the
We're not really ones for the Prime Directive, are we, on the SS Booble Tube Banana?
No. Through your translator, you talk to them explaining your mission. They are suspicious and hold you at bay with their weapons, but agree to take you to their village, Elder, to talk.
Okay, good.
You enter the village area. Other aliens shuffle towards you inquisitively. You are marched to a large hut in the center of the clearing to meet the village elder. You enter this hut and see a large, somewhat wrinkled alien squatting in the far corner. He finishes, wipes, pulls his pants up, and comes over to you.
Sure.
After you have exchanged introductions, you begin to question him. Will you ask him about the planet and its inhabitants, or do you believe this primitive race can be of little help in your mission, but ask anyway about their knowledge of astronomy?
Yeah, I mean, I'll ask them about their planet, I suppose. Be polite, showing interest.
291. 291. The alien is quite a talkative creature and tells you that you are on the planet Klibber.
Klibber?
Klibber.
All right, so I've not been to Macommon yet, then.
You've not been to Macommon. On the surface of the planet, there are many villages of similar creatures. Their stage of cultural development seems to be approximate that of the Middle Ages on Earth. They are an agricultural race. The weather on the planets used to be excellent, but bad weather has ruined their crops for several seasons. The weather
is that bad weather as a result of some kind of black hole spatial anomaly?
Well, the weather is controlled by someone they refer to as Rain Lord, who lives in a fortified castle 2 hours' journey from the village. The Rain Lord is, they believe, punishing them with this bad weather. As the crops have been failing, the villages have been hit by famine and disease. If you have your medical officer with you, you may offer to see what he can do to help the sick.
No, I don't.
No. You may ask them whether they have any knowledge of astronomy, or you may offer to try and contact the Rain Lord.
Yeah, let's go see what this Rain Lord's all about.
199.
I'm trying very hard to keep a bit of distance away from the microphone so I'm not masticating on the audio.
Masticating. Following their directions, you head towards the hill to visit the Rain Lord's castle. After some 15 minutes walk, you see a large building in the distance, and it takes you another 15 minutes to reach it. Evidently, a walk which takes you half an hour would take the aliens much longer as their sluggish pace.
Yeah, they got stumpy legs.
You reach the gate and can see an armed guard barring the way. Will you draw your phasers and shoot at the guard, or continue up to the gate to talk to the guard?
Let's go and have an natter with him.
2, 3, 7. The guard sees you and flurries into action. Raising its head in the air, it lets out a shrill whistle. Seconds later, you look up and you see that you are surrounded by alien guards, all with weapons pointed at you. You decide it's better to surrender to them.
Oh dear.
I'm guessing if you just shot at him, you're going to have the same thing anyway.
Yeah.
You're escorted into the castle towards a central keep, apparently the nerve centre of the castle. You explain that you wish to meet the Rain Lord. One of your guards goes off to the keep and comes back some moments later. Another group of guards comes over to you inside the keep. How interesting. 91. As you enter, your eyes widen. You are not in the Great Hall, or perhaps stateroom you had been expecting, but in a large computer complex. The walls are lined with sophisticated control panels covered in gauges, dials, and indicator lights. In the center of the room, by the large screen flanked with a number of keyboards, sits a human figure. As you approach, this figure turns around in his chair.
A bit Wizard of Oz, this, isn't it?
Isn't it? And this page is chunky. Aha! Our intruders, chuckles the small man sitting at the controls. Perhaps they may be able to help with our little problem. The man calls himself Bran Cell. You introduce yourselves and tell him your story. May be able to help, says Bran Cell, if you are able to help me first. He goes on to explain that many years ago he was an interstellar trader carrying a cargo of sophisticated planet control computers to Galena 3, who's
obviously
friends with Gina G, in another sector of the galaxy.
Just a little bit.
His warp drive failed and he was forced into orbit around this planet. He was unable to contact Gina G to explain the delay, but they would take no excuses and cancelled their order. Thus, he was left with his cargo and no buyer. Facing
dear.
financial ruin if he returned home, he decided to settle on this planet. Through his advanced knowledge, he was quickly hailed as a sort of god by the inhabitants, who built him a castle in which he could set up his planet control equipment.
Naturally.
Since then, he has indeed acted as a god, and by his own account, a benevolent one at that. However, some time ago, he discovered a malfunction in the weather planning system, which meant that he no longer had control over the weather. As the climate was normally very damp, the years of fine weather he had provided from the benefit of the inhabitants' crops has resulted in huge reserves of rain being stored in the planet's clouds. Not sure that's how weather works. As soon as control was lost, a torrential downpour started. If you have a knowledge of planet control systems and can help me get back control of the weather, I am sure the computer's knowledge of astronomy will be able to help you get back to your own universe, promised the little man. You decide to call in your science officer.
Arnold's with us. I brought him along.
If you do not have him with you, you may beam him down from the ship.
Oh, right, okay.
Although, if he is dead, you cannot help and you must beam up and leave orbit. But he's not dead.
He's not. Arnold's going strong.
227.
Arnold, science officer.
Throw 2 dice. If the number thrown is higher than your science officer's skill, turn to 2.
Higher?
If it's equal or less, so it's saying if it's higher, do one number. If it's equal or less, go another number.
Right, okay, here we go. 6, 9. It's lower than my skill.
That is no doubt good news. 83.
I hope so. Although he had skill of 11 anyway, so.
It's a bit of a beast. A science beast.
Let's zoom that out a little touch. There we go.
Your science officer takes a dump
Okay.
of the weather control program back to the ship to try and analyze it on the ship's computer. It has been written in a strange language, but the computer is able to give some insight into its logic patterns. Your science officer alters it slightly and runs the modified program. Within a few moments, the rain dies down. Bransell is delighted and offers to use his computer search for a suitable black hole to transport you back to your own universe.
No way!
The computer locates several such black holes. Unfortunately, it cannot distinguish between them, but is able to tell you that you will have to travel towards it at warp speed 3 to effect the transfer successfully. You thank Bransell for his help and beam back aboard the ship. That seems very important.
Warp speed 3, I've written that down. Got you back there, Bransell, bruv. No probs.
Yeah.
Fix your weather problems. Sorted.
Yeah. Go and land on the planet, pretend to be a god. Good man. You leave orbit and probe with your scanners for likely destinations. Some 3.3 light years away is a large red planet which you can head towards. And you do. 126.
Let's do it.
You switch to warp drive and head towards the red planet. As you reduce from warp speed, you approach a small grey planet. Will you investigate this or continue towards your original destination?
A red planet?
Red planet is on your way, but you've stopped. As you slow down, you see a small grey one.
But we're on our way to the black hole that Bransell just told us about.
A likely destination of the black hole.
Let's check the grey planet out. Why the hell not?
261. The planet appears to have no life on it, but scanners detect some sort of activity, perhaps the regular workings of a machine. You decide to investigate and send out a party in a recon plane to see what is happening. They pilot the plane to the area of the signal and land on the planet. It is rocky and barren, but not far from where they have landed, they find a scout ship of a type they have never come across before, crashed on the surface. Will you tell them to investigate further or return to your ship?
Investigate further.
Yeah, of course.
Obvs. They might have a black hole generator. just hanging out in
You
the...
never know.
Yeah.
You can find no signs of the pilot. Perhaps he has died or was killed in the crash. An automatic signal, probably a type of mayday call, is being transmitted by the ship's radio. There is nothing else to see on the planet. Your crew return to the recon plane and fly back to the ship.
Oh.
Seems
That
a bit
was
boring.
really uneventful.
That seems like a filler to me.
Yeah, that seemed a bit pants. So, nothing. I couldn't even loot the ship for anything vaguely useful.
Oh, landing the recon plane, the party make their way to the briefing room to report you. As they relate their findings, you are interrupted suddenly with an urgent message. Captain, we have lost 3 of our engineering personnel who are involved with the recon plane. They're all dead.
What?
What will be your first command? Put the landing party into quarantine, seal off the docking bay, jettison the recon plane.
Oh, we got some filthy disease jobby going on here, haven't we?
Disease or something's jumped on board or
Some sneaky symbiote alien. Let's lock it down. What was the options? Put them in quarantine or...
put the landing party into quarantine in the medical section.
Yeah.
Seal off the docking bay or
Yeah.
jettison the recon plane.
Let's start by sealing off the docking bay.
Seems logical. Quickly, the crew seal off the affected area so as to prevent the spread of this unknown killer. No more deaths are reported.
All right, so that would indicate it's inside the docking bay. So maybe we've acquired a nasty.
Using an EVA, an extra vehicular activity suit, your medical officer examines the body of one of the victims. Right. She finds that the man has been poisoned. The planet below must have been some sort of poisonous gas in its atmosphere, and this is how it has been carried back to the ship. Will you get the medical officer to search for an antidote to treat the crew, or evacuate the air from all of the affected sections?
Let's set Boner off on the task of finding an antidote, which we will discover in the last 15 minutes of the episode.
Roll 2 dice for your medical officer. If the roll is equal to or less, or if it exceeds. So,
right, my medical officer's skill is only 7.
That's a bit shat, isn't it?
So, but I think I've just programmed the D12 in. So, who's still around in chat? If Javi or Ingledew still about, what do you guys want to roll on my behalf? If you type exclamation D12, there you go. Javi's on it. I rolled an 11.
Uh-oh.
Well, they both did it. No, D12, dude. I haven't programmed the D10. Come on, Ingledew.
So that is higher than a skill saw.
Yeah, that is higher, yeah.
46. Everyone's about to die.
Boner is not a particularly capable medical officer.
No.
I just quickly whipped up the D12. I'm going to have to do the whole dice ranges then, am I?
Your medical officer comes up with a possible antidote and injects herself. She goes down to the docking bay without an EVA suit and waits.
I can't see this going well.
An hour later, she still shows no sign of the illness. The antidote has worked. Hold on, have I got that right?
You sure?
Hold on.
Because I rolled over my skill.
Yeah, exceeds. That's higher, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, 46.
Right, so basically, getting a good roll means nothing. It's completely random.
You never know. If she'd have exceeded it, you might have got some stamina back or something. Back on the bridge, you set your course. Ahead of you are 2 planets. You may head for either the large red planet, a blue planet, or a small, fast-moving spot which shows signs of life.
That's another spaceship then, isn't it? Let's go to the fast-moving spot.
The fast-moving spot.
Yeah, if it's another spaceship, they might have seen a black hole on their travels or something. That's what I'm thinking.
You head out into space with scanners probing ahead of you. A small, fast-moving dot comes within range. As you approach it, you identify it as another ship. You send out an all-frequency radio message, and soon an alien face appears on your screen. The face is brown, scaly, and somewhat reptilian, and introduces himself to as Commander McMal of Imperial Ganzig Confederation. Have you come across the Imperial Ganzig Confederation before?
We have. We're bros. I'm bro with your Emperor.
If so, turn to 335. If not, 5335.
We're like that. We're like that, me and Mr. Ganzig Emperor guy.
You relate your exchange with Commander Muktal. The alien is suspicious and orders you to accompany him to the nearest starbase.
Oh, Jesus. What is it with these guys? Paranoid. Paranoid reptiles.
If you will follow him as he orders, 10 to 15. If you refuse, you will have to attack his ship. Remember, any penalties enforced.
Yeah, I can't do it. I can't fire upon Ganzig.
No.
Ganzigite ships, so I'm going to have to follow him.
You follow the Ganzigites for several hours until a small round object is picked up by your scanners. Ahead of you is a large wheel-shaped structure rotating slowly. The Ganzigites announce at their arrival. Monitoring their conversation, you learn that this is the spaceport Laurel Jamil. McMahon once again contacts you and gives you docking instructions. You dock the ship and wait while he checks your story. Sometime later, you see the Ganzig ship leave dock. Presumably, you have either been cleared, forgotten about, or ignored.
Sure.
You decide to leave the ship and investigate the spaceport.
Why not?
Inside the spaceport, you follow the corridor until you're approached by a hovering device of some kind. It announces itself as a service robot and asks if it may be of assistance. You may ask it to take you to someone of authority, whether there is if there are recreation facilities here, or how you might go about giving the ship a service or overhaul.
Let's have a bit of R&R. Let's ask about recreational opportunities.
Bizarre question to ask.
Well, it might get my... I mean, I'm hoping there's a good meal, maybe, that could get Yankee's stamina back up.
The service robot tells you the way to the recreation section. There is a game room and bar, along with a Visi room and Sensorama. You may go on alone, or you may return to your ship and invite the crew, as they could all do with a rest.
Yeah, let's give everyone some shore leave.
Yeah, so you've gone from a big old search for a black hole to like party time.
Yeah, well, you know, you can't make your whole life about searching for black holes. Everyone's got to be at their best, and in order to be at their best, they need to be... Their mental well-being needs to be in place. So, you know, have a bevy, have a nice dinner, go for a dance. Why not?
Okay. You allow the crew 2 hours leave at the spaceport to relax. Most of the crew, along with you and your officers, head for the games room and bar. The bar is a rather unsavory place, dark and smoky. A number of strange alien types are drinking colourful drinks, and they eye you suspiciously as you enter.
You smell of wine and cheap perfume.
At a corner table after ordering your drinks. Next to you is a group of identical creatures, all with dark, warty skin and long noses. One of them bumps into you and grunts menacingly. Your officers rise to your defense.
I don't like you.
And before you can stop it, tempers flare and a fight breaks out.
My friend doesn't like you.
Each of your officers and security guards on your adventure sheet take on one of the aliens, and you must fight each other. You must fight each combat to the death. For hand-to-hand combat rules, but remember, okay, we know how that works.
Each of my security guards
and officers, everyone is going to take turns to fight.
Everyone's got to have a fight
until they're dead, and that is bar creatures. They're skill 7, stamina 6, so they're not too bad.
They're not too hard. I know it's not very cool, is it, Cardjack? I'm a bit unimpressed. All right, well, poor Apprentice John.
Apprentice John.
Yeah, he's only got skill 7, so let's get him done first.
Bye, John. What have we got? 7 plus
it's
7.
A decent roll. I've
14.
got 13. Oh.
Bye, John.
Well, he's learning about space travel the hard way.
14 again.
That's not very good. I've got 12.
He is shit.
Yeah, John's going to end up dying. But, you know, that's what happens when you take a little... He's the red shirt wearer, isn't he? 4, 5, plus 7, 30... 12.
8, 11.
Ooh, haha, yeah. Take that, barroom.
Bastard.
My friend has the death sentence on 12 systems.
10.
Oh, 11. Just. Woo!
That was a shit roll. 4, 5, 6, 6 plus 7.
Oh,
13.
12. Down to 9.
He's rubbish. 16,
Oh, that's a good roll. That's a good roll. 16.
13.
Yeah, take that, barroom person.
So he has killed
Yeah.
that dude.
Right, on to Bob then.
Watch Bob just destroy him.
Yeah, Bob's going to take care of business. 22.
Wow. I couldn't. If I had rolled double sixes, I wouldn't have been able to have beaten that. So.
All right.
6,
5, 6, 7,
13.
8. 20.
It's literally just using him as like a punch bag. 14.
Oh, that's not as strong. Hang on. 5, 17.
Bob wins.
Yeah, Bob was like, watch this, son. John, watch out. This is how it's done. Crash. Gets his split knife out.
It's like Finny Jones in Lock, Stock. He's just like slamming his head in a car door.
While John's looking on horrified. 18-year-old apprentice. Right, on to Frank, the security officer now, who is nowhere near as grisly and experienced as Bob. But he's got skill 11. He's just not as hardcore.
Oh, bad roll. I've got 11.
17.
Like literally every one of your crew members is basically murdering someone who went to a pub.
18. They
5, 6,
started
7, 8. 8 plus 7 is 15.
18. It was.
All right, one more hit, and he's done his business.
Well, that's 10. 21.
13.
I got a good set of security.
Wow, 2 out of 3.
Yeah, here we go. But John's got to learn the ropes. See, this is an educational experience for John.
Yeah.
Frank and Bob are like, come on, John. Yeah, John. Let us show you how it's done. Right, Yankee's not so strong though at 9.
No, remember -3 as well.
No, that's with the -3s. 12 skill.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's not too bad then.
Oh, that's a good roll. That's 10. 19.
15. Cool.
Oh, that's not good. 11.
16.
Oh, ouch. This barb roll is costing us in stamina. Well, that's a good roll though. 11, 20.
12.
12. Folks, is this dice cam adding to the experience? Somebody asked for it last time.
14.
4, 5, 6, 7 plus 9 is 16.
Okay, he's done his job.
Right. Okay, on to Boner, the medical officer. Only got a skill of 5.
Oh, how's he got a skill of 5 when you roll a d6 and add?
Well, he got 7.
Yeah.
Oh, so he's
yeah,
only
of course.
4. He's only 4. 7 minus 3 is 4, isn't it?
It is. He's going to die.
Yeah, this isn't looking good.
4.
4, 9,
11.
12. Oh,
Nice.
oh, that's not so good. 4, 9, 10.
18.
Oh, Jesus. Right, what Boner has got, though, is a lot of stamina. This Boner's got a lot of stamina.
Oh, that's not a good roll. 11.
Oh, this is a good one. 10, 14.
Nice. One more hit and he's done it.
All right, come on, Boner. Oh, that's brilliant. 15.
14. Oh, nice. Right. Okay, Boner's got through.
Nice one.
Skin
Right,
of his
on to
teeth.
Arnold, skill 8. Arnold, the science officer. Does someone else want to roll for this one? Do an exclamation D12 for us, whoever's about.
So 14.
There's a time delay.
Harder to track progress in this book, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't really. My map is. I gave up on the map ages ago. No, go for it, Javi. Give us an exclamation D12. Oh, I've rolled a 6 plus the 8. 14.
14, the same as me.
Oh, okay. And again, Javi.
I got 14 again.
Well, it's random RNG, isn't it, mate? Oh, 10 plus 8, 18.
Nice. That's 2 damage done. 2 more hits and you can get him done. I'll roll again. Ooh,
And again, senor.
Shat. That's only 11.
Por favor.
Like super big, like a big cheeseburger big.
Oh, give me 30 seconds. All right, I'll roll for this one. Oh, no, there it is.
Oh, nice. That's done.
Oh, is there a cooldown? Is that what the problem is?
2. 1 more hit. My boy's got a nice fat 17.
17. Just waiting for the spam prevention cooldown. I wonder if there's a way of turning that off. I'll look into that one. I tell you what, like Jordo and Jocelyn and Rob and Alex and stuff haven't been around today, have they? Unless they're lurking.
Let's have a look. What have we got? 6 viewers.
Well, it's great to have 6 viewers with us.
Mm-hmm.
My battery pack is keeping my camera over here going for the dice cam. Isn't it's on its last light. Hopefully we'll make it through. Alright, I'll roll for this one. What's that? 9 plus 8, 17. What were you?
17.
Ooh.
5 plus 7 is 12.
Oh, I've done a good one. 6, 10, 18.
He's killed his one off.
Right. Okay, on to Captain Dave then.
Is he the last one?
Yeah.
Cool. I mean, there's like 5 murdered aliens dead on the floor of this bar.
Well,
It's gonna
everyone will
ruin your
know.
night, innit?
Everyone will know not to mess with the crew of the SS Booble Tube Banana, won't they?
True story.
Oh, that's a really bad roll. 12.
13.
Oh my word! Double sixes. 22.
Nice. 2 more of them, please. 4, 5, 6, 7 plus 7, 14.
4, 5, 15.
Okie doke. Right, last hit 7 plus
Oh, that's
7,
good.
14.
20.
And you have successfully murdered a alien race in a bar. Well done. Hope you're all proud of yourself. When all fights are concluded, you, if you are still alive, must give the order to return to the ship immediately.
Oh,
Kind of makes
surely
sense.
you've cancelled. You're all fighting.
Starting up the ship's engines, you leave the spaceport and head off into deep space in a random direction by the looks of it. 3, 2, 4.
We've all had a few bevies.
Yeah. Your crew are becoming anxious about their fate. They will
Right.
be spending the rest of their lives searching space for a dimension gate which may never appear.
What do you want me to do about it? You know what I mean?
You are called on to make a statement to reassure them. Have you learned the time and space coordinates of the black hole, which will hopefully take you back to your own universe?
Wind your neck in.
Huh?
I don't know what you're asking me. Have I learned? No, I haven't.
You sure? Didn't the dude tell you something about him?
He told me to fly towards the thing at warp speed 3.
Oh, okay. If you believe you have, turn to 216. If you have not yet found them, turn to... So you've not.
Wait, what did the dude tell me? I can't remember what the dude told me.
Have you learned the time and space coordinates of the black hole? You haven't, have you?
I don't think... What was the guy going on about? I have to fly towards the thing at warp speed
Wolf set 3, that was it, wasn't it?
I wrote warp speed 3 down.
It's just if you believe you have, if you have not, 197. They're saying that you haven't because I don't remember that.
Am I about to have a mutiny on my hands?
You call all your section heads to the briefing room and explain to them the necessity of keeping up the crew's morale. You do not yet have enough information to guide the ship.
Wait. Andy did mention some coordinates, I think, says the card jack. Can you go back, please, about 15 chapters and check?
Let's put it this way. If you had some important information about coordinates, did you write them down on your pad as a dutiful captain?
No, I wrote down the words warp speed 3.
In that case, no.
Okay.
You call all you do not have enough information to guide the ship to your escape route, and you must keep searching. But you're confident that you will eventually discover the whereabouts of a suitable black hole. Your officers try their best with the crew, but morale is low. There are reports of 2 suicides. The medical section becomes overloaded with crew suffering from nervous disorders. Your navigation officer contacts you excitedly. Captain, he explains, sensors have picked up a black hole 4.2 light years from here. You decide on an all-or-nothing course and enter warp drive towards it.
Oh, warp speed 3, please.
You drop out of warp drive a safe distance from the black hole. Your science officer works out your optimum course of the ship's computer. As you advance, you can feel an immense gravitational pull on the collapsed star. You allow the ship to be sucked in whilst the crew strap themselves in. The ship is ripped forwards into the void and all personnel pass out.
That's what happened on the way here.
339. You will never know whether or not this was the correct black hole. Perhaps it was your angle of entry, or perhaps it was your speed, or even the information you have. Whatever the error, the SS
Booble
BTP
to banana
never emerges from the void. Your mission has been unsuccessful.
What?
You did.
But I knew about the warp speed 3 thing.
Doesn't matter. You didn't have the correct coordinates.
But
too much faffing, not enough gaffing.
I don't think it was unfair of me to give the crew a bit of shore leave.
Well, as a result of your actions, there was multiple suicides and nervous breakdowns on board your ship after they'd murdered an alien species in a bar.
These are the crew of the SS Booble to Banana. I would expect them to be better trained to handle such space exploration adversity. Yeah.
Considering
I'm disappointed with my crew.
They're on a ship.
Except for Frank and Bob.
Yeah, hardcore. There's no concerns about food or welfare. Nothing come up about that. So I think they're a little bit like snowflakes. That's what happens in the future.
Pussies. Honestly.
However, that has finished us nearly bang on 2 hours, which is quite nice.
Is it? That's. I'm a bit disappointed with my crew, if I'm being honest.
The book went, you faffed around too much. I'm going to kill you.
Well, that appears to be the case. I mean, I don't know what to say to that. I knew about the warp speed 3 thing. We probably had the coordinates and I didn't write them down. I mean, my notes went had knock their helmets off and water speed 3 written down.
Knock the helmets off and Warp Speed 3. Didn't it tell you at the start something about angles?
I don't know.
I'll have a chat for a second. Let me skim back how we did it before.
Alright, I'm just going to have a quick skim back. In the meantime, let's hit some more Star Wars jokes on your asses. Why do wampers eat raw meat? They're terrible at cooking. This is a good one. What's the temperature inside a Taunton? Lukewarm. I like that one. What did Obi-Wan say to Luke when he tried to eat sausages with a spoon? Use the fork, Luke. What's green and shoots jam at you? Yoda eating a donut. What time is it when Jabba sits on your electro binoculars? It's time to get some new electro binoculars. How do you unlock doors on Kashyyyk? With a woo key. Oh, hi, Donny. You've just caught us at the end. I've been just... Well, you might watch the video, I don't know, but I've just been brutally destroyed by a warp drive. A black hole. So we're coming to the conclusion. Andy's just going back to check whether I did indeed have the coordinates that I thought maybe I had, but didn't write down. But thanks for swinging by, dude. It's always a pleasure. Donny works hard, man. Donny works like a dog. It's like every time I speak to Donny, he's like, I'm at work, I'm at work, I'm at work. Does that boss of yours give you much time off, Donny? I'll tell you who else is always working. Is that Ingledoom? Peas in the pod, you pair.
It doesn't look like it.
Yeah, Donny, I'll give you a little peek of this, though. Look, I set up a dice cam. Was it? I can't remember who it was who was asking for the dice cam last time, but look at this. Woo! I'm glad I didn't roll that. Little camera here on my... Oh, actually, Donny, yeah, this is... Speaking of the dice cam, this is the dice tower you were asking me about, the Legacy dice tower. I don't know if you want to have a bit of a look at that. It's a very good looking one, but it's a bit loose on the front and back there like that. I don't know if you can see that, which hasn't served me well. But it's certainly very good looking, and I like the felty bits. Although I don't know if it does actually.
Nah. So I'm pretty sure that the coordinates will be the number that you have to go to.
Well, sure. Oh, look, Journey's here now. Guys, what's going on? We're coming to, we're just wrapping up. You're joining us too late. However, if you have joined us too late, then you can go back and take a look at this recording on YouTube, because I will upload it in a matter of days.
Upload.
So if you're not already, you can hit that link there and go and subscribe to the channel.
Subscribe.
I know Donnie's subscribed.
Subscribe.
Yeah. Please subscribe. We want to get to 100 followers so we could just say youtube.com/MoDXtra. It's the right gobful trying to say. You know, youtube.com/channel/UCXA2RK6VV CIDV3DRV DGF_G.
Exactly. You missed Starship Traveller.
Yeah, although it's another one. This is the list of do-overs. Well, basically, we haven't beaten one yet, have we?
No.
There's not been a single one that we've actually managed to complete successfully.
Warlock of Fire Top Mountain was the closest I think we've got so far.
Yeah, you made it through to the Warlock, didn't you? But you didn't...
defeated the Warlock, 2 of the 3 keys. Not that I'm better.
No. What's book 5 then?
I don't know. Should we have a look?
Yeah, I'll look it up now. Ooh.
Fighting fantasy. book list.
Book 5.
City of Thieves.
City of Thieves. That sounds sort of sword and sorcery, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's back to fantasy. You got Death Trap Dungeon, which is the one that I had as a kid, or definitely the first one I had as a kid, and that is that's a proper dungeon crawler.
Yeah, Island of the Lizard King. They're definitely sounding a bit sword and sorcery, the next few.
Then you got Freeway Fighter down the list a bit. That's
I
like
was
a
looking at
Mad
this
Max
House of
type
Hell.
thing.
House of Hell sounds like a spooky kind of horror.
See the dates when these come out though, like
1984.
pumped
Yeah.
out 4 a year, didn't they? If
Well,
not
they split
more.
it between
No,
them.
4,
Although I
1,
noticed
2,
the
3,
writers,
4, 5.
as you get a bit later on, start to loosen up a bit. Single player adventure game book.
Fault of the Vampire.
Yeah, House of Hell is a horror scenario,
Oh.
trapped in a haunted house.
Oh, I don't like horror.
That's a few away though, because book 5 will be the next one. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're still like another 5 installments away from the horror one.
That's
Everything
right.
else is. Oh, Space Assassin number 12. Freeway Fighter sounds interesting.
Yeah, it looks like a Mad Maxi type thing. The Rings
Do the spooky
of
one next.
Kether. Not sure what that's all about. He's got planets behind it.
Seas of Blood. Maybe that's a bit piratey.
Arr. Appointment with Fear. That's a superhero one.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's good.
So I suppose the question is, what do we do next? Do we revisit
move on
one?
No, well, didn't we ask this question last stream, and didn't we agree that we were just going to keep going book by book in order, and then at the end look at redoing them? I still wonder if it's too soon to start revisiting them. They'll be too fresh in our memories.
I collecting books, mate. I don't get books anymore. I get them on my iPad. What we need to do is find out if we can get them on the digital editions, so you can just press the button. That'd be quite good.
It'd be a bit of an arse-ache flicking forward and back, though, wouldn't it?
Oh no, because if it just says go to this number and you tap the number and it's a link to the next one.
Yeah, but the page number doesn't always match up to the thing, does it? I mean, look into it. I don't know. I'm quite happy to just keep buying the books on the cheap from eBay.
I'm trying to empty this house, not fill it up.
I like the retro feel of it, though. Don't you like the retro feel of it?
Yeah, it's nice, to be fair. We're going to end up with a whole entire collection of fighting fantasy novels between the two of us.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Be quite a claim to fame. MoDXtra, the only place where you can come for random ramblings about everything nerdy and a complete collection of fighting fantasy novels between the two of them. Yeah, I mean, I'm just inclined to, we asked this question last time. I'm just inclined to keep ploughing on, move on to book 5 next. Get a copy of City of Thieves.
Tell you, once we've gone through them all, we can competition some of them away, can we?
Yeah, there's loads of options at that point.
I'll sign them for you. That'll make it double in value.
At least double the value, yeah.
Yeah, for this 1983 ratty Browning book. Ew. Fucking drown myself in hand sanitizer once we finish recording this.
I think I've got my hand sanitizer in my pocket.
Oh, yeah.
Well, no, I don't know. All right, well, we'll move on to book 5. Who's going to game master next time then? Are we going to switch back?
Yeah.
Or do you want to crack on for a bit?
No, you do it. I like the adventure of it.
Yeah, okay, no worries. So what was the name of the next one? I better...
City of Thieves.
City of Thieves. City of Thieves. I have written that down. I will hit up eBay The minute we finished, I'll be getting on eBay. To check it
minute.
out.
Fan dabby dozy. Hopefully you'll get a new copy.
Well, I'll just see what's knocking around for cheap. I won't be.
True story.
I won't be doing any more than looking for a cheap one. Okay, cool. Well, we'll wrap up there then, shall we, my man? Another defeat. We're 0-5 right now.
0 for 5.
Fantasy has got the better of us.
I think the first playthrough is always going to be a fail, though, isn't it? I didn't even have any ship-to-ship battles in this.
No.
And you decided not to shoot at people at the so I didn't have to read through how you go about like a ranged battle.
No, it's a good old bar brawl. Yeah, that's right, Javier. It's all about just hanging out, having you guys just chill with us, something a bit different. I don't think you see many streams of this nature knocking around. You know, have a few wines, a couple of physical.